Congratulations to each one of you for another year as we celebrate 15 years since ICPAR came into existence. I would like to thank the government of Rwanda through the Ministry of Finance and Economic Planning, the donors, the various partners, the governing council, the commissions, the committees, members, students, and the staff of the Institute, whose continued support has been essential for the accomplishment of our goals as a professional body. When I look at our track record, I see a number after number, I see percentage after percentage showing us how we have moved the needle. The Institute has grown from 165 students initially to currently 6,730. From the initial founding members who were 98 to the current 992 members, to being a full IFAC member and a founding member of the Pan-African Federation of Accountants. From a handful of firms to 52 and counting, and from a turnover of 50 million to over 2 billion, from being hit by the pandemic to rising up again, from manual operations to automated operations. And I'm sure quite a number of you, whether students or members or firms, you've experienced the seamlessness within which the operations now are running. It has been a very fulfilling and yet challenging journey for us. If you ask me, can we still do better and more? I would say yes, definitely. We recently launched our new 5-year strategy after the disruption by the pandemic. We have started aligning ourselves with bigger things in the industry, and moving forward, we'd like to hear from you through our various channels so we can fully grasp the ways to serve you better. Going forward, the priorities for us as a profession, I would classify them into 4. The first one is that we have to embrace technology as a profession, be it at the Institute and at the firm level. At the Institute, I'm looking at us, moving into a situation whereby we are going to move away from paper-based examinations to computer-based examinations. Even the learning is going to take place online through an integrated learning management system. At the firm level, I'm looking at our member firms, embracing the use of audit management systems, and also the use of blockchain technology and AI. Of course, as an institute also, we have to align ourselves with the ESG agenda. It's something that is huge and there are a lot of opportunities. And then, of course, we are living in a world where there are changing regulatory and compliance requirements, and as such, our members have to be at the forefront to ensure that we don't stay behind as a profession. Then, of course, finally but not the least, we have to hone our skills because we live in a changing environment and we need to adapt. If you ask me about what I predict the future could hold for us as a profession, I'm looking at a profession in the future where we're going to be having a profession that is going to be largely made up of young people who are very diverse in terms of their thinking, in terms of their skills, in terms of the things that they do. As a profession, we need to be able to deal with that. We are also looking at an era where technology is going to have a huge and profound impact in the way we do our work and the way we live our daily lives.
Thank you. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to speak about the Institute of Public Accountants' journey and what it has done to transform our socio-economic development. Yes, indeed, the journey has not been a very smooth one. It has been with the ups and downs, like any other good transformation initiative. But we've seen the role of the Institute of Public Accountants has played a big role in, one, developing the accountants, and those accountants really have played a fundamental role in our development. And I'll just touch on the key pillars of our transformation. I think we had Vision 2020, we have now NST1 that is coming to a close in 2024, and even Vision 2050. So the common denominator in all these transformation agendas is a very strong pillar on governance and strong institutions. So the qualified public accountants play a big role in ensuring that public financial management is strong and sound, but also the private sector financial management is also strong, plus the board role. And that helps you to support the ambition of Rwanda, which is playing also a big role on the global landscape in terms of development. So the accountants, yes, are they enough? I think that's where we are struggling with. If you look at the growth of our country, the GDP growth has been growing in the north of 7%, and that calls for strong human capital, more importantly in the accountant space. So we need to get more accountants qualified. And what the Institute is giving us is also ensuring that, yes, create a very conducive environment. Speaking specifically for the Ministry of Finance, our public financial management is very strong, and there are people behind that strong public financial management. And those are the public accountants that we have in the market. The task ahead of us is to support the Institute. We've been supporting the Institute, be it financial, be it technical, and also ensure that they are fit to qualify and be members of the global international accounting bodies. So I would like to congratulate the Institute of Public Accountants for the good work that they've done. We still demand for more. The beauty of it is that they are not in this alone. The government commitment is still there, and it's only going to increase to ensure that this time around, as we embark on the ambition of being a financial hub, we have not only enough accountants in the market, but we have strong accountants. If you look at the accounting profession, it has evolved over time, moving towards business support. One of the components like IT, climate change and climate finance, those are new developments that are coming on the globe, and our accountants are also enjoying that. So we are excited that as we take and embrace the new global trends as a country, we are equipped to have the right type of accountants that are going to support our ambition of being a financial hub and also sustain our socio-economic development. So to ICPAR, congratulations, keep it up. We promise our commitment as a government, and we also hope that the private sector is enjoying this, and they appreciate the role of the private sector as well. Thank you.
I'm happy to celebrate with ICPAR the 15 years of existence. The Institute was established as a result of a report that was done by World Bank. So that report identified a lot of inefficiency that was at that time affecting government institutions. So part of the recommendation was to establish an institute of the professional organization body, ICPAR. The key question at that time was about people. If we only count for public sector, at that time when we had 3 people, to date we are around 200 professional accountants working in government. We have also around 2,000 students or government staff who are undertaking the professional qualification. At the start, it was supported by the Ministry of Finance. But to date, we are seeing the Institute being capable not only sustaining its operations, but working on the transformation activities. So where do we see ICPAR going forward? Has got competitive advantage in terms of its position because it's in Rwanda, the country which is transforming in nature. Rwanda is becoming a financial hub. So all those are a competitive advantage which push ICPAR to remain relevant. The Ministry of Finance is implementing the PFM running and development strategy, seeking to create a critical mass of professional accountants. Those people should be having the relevant skills, not only as an accountant, but as a PFM staff. In the implementation of this strategy, ICPAR is the key stakeholder. Skills required are changing. So in that context, ICPAR needs also to adapt in such dynamic environment. The Office of Accountant General, we shall continue to support and cooperate with the Institute. We want the ICPAR to become the home of PFM staff. Thank you.
The journey of the accountancy profession in Rwanda over the last 15 years. My experience, the background was that the profession was so wanting in Rwanda. At year zero and going back. I am seeing it from the Office of the Auditor General at point zero. The challenge was for the pioneers of this profession in Rwanda to come together and try to harmonize the process of forming the institute. Now, that means what? The economy needs accountants. Look at the public sector, look at the private sector, the taxpayers, the revenue authority, all those institutions needed accountants. There was the challenge of the accountants themselves. The first ever CEO was not Rwanda. Defining the national interest was a problem. That took time. Look at having to drive the institute to the present membership of the IFAC, getting to where the institute is today. Therefore, in the short time, I would congratulate the management of the institute, ICPAR, for this far we have gone. The government is highly supportive. It's up to us to reciprocate to the government that the profession is here. The market may not necessarily know what they need out of the profession. The profession should be rooted and well grounded in the national aspiration outlook of corporate governance. The profession must be very visible. That visibility will be brought by this institute and no other person.
I'm one of the founders of the institute. When I took over in 2019, we took the initiative of training the accounting technicians, and that was an important milestone in the life of the institute. I know training, we have so many providers there, but we needed to emphasize that they get guidance and actually up to date on what the institute is expecting them to do. We were looking forward to seeing that some of collaborators like IMF, World Bank, that would be able to sponsor a number of students that are within the universities. This is a young institute. The area is still virgin. We still have everyone aspiring to be an accountant. Only that we don't have enough tuition providers. Going forward, the market is still wide open and ready to receive as many accountants. And ICPAR is a regulator. We need to be firm and strong and be able to regulate the profession to the best of the country and the public. There are quite a number of collaborators. There is public sector. The key collaborators are the Ministry of Finance. There are also other collaborators abroad, so in the region, the fellow institutes work together to enhance the accountants profession and on the whole globe. The universities, those are big collaborators because these are the trainers who are going to rely on to be able to train accountants.
So as we celebrate now the milestone of 15 years, we are really very proud of what the Institute have achieved so far, but we need to continue to improve the quality of accounting services on our market. The first aspect is the relation between the Institute and the public. What we have done so far is very good, but we need to continue to educate, to inform public about the importance of our services. Internally, we need to continue also to educate our members. ICPAR has started with the quality control. We need to insist on that. We need to strengthen with a number of other mechanisms, especially those in practice.
In the 15 years we have been in existence, we have actually overachieved our mandate, having made it as full members of the International Federation of Accountants and actually having some form of representation on the boards of IFAC. We are currently engaged in supporting very many public accounting organizations. In fact, recently we engaged the Ukraine. We are in discussions with the Institute in Somalia, Ethiopia, Burundi, and so our growth means we are now even currently offering some form of mentorship to PAOs across the globe. Our qualifications have been strengthened. I know that we have the certified accounting technician that is very well strengthened. We have also already seen the impact our members give. When it comes to regulating the profession, the Institute has done well so far. However, it is about time that we revamp the law so that it now meets the requirements of today and of the future. I would also like to talk about the Certified Accounting Technician qualification. This should be a pathway for many young people to enter into the accountancy profession. Of the about 5,000 government sub-entities, all these require at least a Certified Accounting Technician if we are going to ensure that the basic accountability issues that are commonly raised by the Auditor General are to be resolved. Thank you.
The Institute has come a long way. If you look at the current composition of members, we are more than 1,000 CPA members, and it's been a great milestone if you consider where we were 15 years ago with less than 50 members. We are also undertaking very bold steps to grow the number of members. The Institute, as you are aware, is now offering its own CPA qualification in addition to the CAT examinations. If you look at the number of members that we currently have who are fully qualified as CPA members, it's close to 400. And when you look at the qualified CAT members, they are more than 200. And that is a very impressive journey that we've been on. I think going forward, the focus remains to see how we can further increase the number of members, also ensure that we are able to automate our examination process by coming up with a computer-based examination, but also see how we can improve the capacity and competence of our tuition providers through the integrated learning management system. The future looks bright, and with all your support, I believe the next 15 years will deliver great milestones for the Institute. I thank you all.
First of all, I would like to say congratulations to ICPAR on the 15th anniversary. Job well done. We really congratulate you and we see you. ICPAR plays a very important role as we establish the Kigali International Financial Center, as we attract investors to come into Rwanda. Key areas that we see accountants play a role in the development of the KIFC. Accountants will be very key in support in terms of administration and management of investment vehicles and entities established. For any financial center to grow, there's need for a skills base. There's need for professionals who are up to date. ICPAR is a member of the Financial Sector Skills Council. Now, the Financial Sector Skills Council has been established to really do a coordination around capacity development for any profession within the financial sector services. There's a lot coming up. A lot is changing as the world changes. So we have ESG that has come up, we have compliance, so we need to bring the accountant professionals to understand the different language that may be changing today. So having ICPAR as part of members of the Financial Sector Skills Council will make sure we leverage that and work with them the journey of upskilling accountants.
When the institute started, I had a chance to be appointed as an interim governing council. By then, we didn't have 20 to 30 professional accountants. Then from then to now, the institute being established, we have seen the number of members growing from that level for a handful to 1,000 today, which is serving the entire economic growth. If accountants weren't there, some of the performance you're looking at in companies would be there, because we depend on CFOs who are trained, we depend on chief accountants who are trained, we depend on auditors, both internal and external. We even have people in board members' positions who are bringing in their accountancy professional knowledge to push up performance. Then also continue to adapt technical training to development in standards and economic development will always shape up accountants to be responding to current move of the economy.
Congratulations, ICPAR, for turning 15. I know it's not been an easy journey, but it's been a good one. All of us have enjoyed it. First of all, I need to say that ICPAR has done a very good job in doing what it's supposed to do, which is enhancing professionalism and also growing the accounting profession in Rwanda. And this has been done through various avenues, among which is the no more training sessions and annual seminars that are being conducted throughout the years. In terms of how these connections have been built, I believe that there is a platform that is created by the Institute in terms of how we meet, how we interact, and how we grow each other. The Institute has given us a platform to see what the other part of the world does through collaboration with other bodies. And if I look at currently the members of the CPA Rwanda, the students who have qualified as CPAR and CAT, about 300 of them have been employed in local and international organizations. And I think ICPAR, without it, all of us would not have been one team and would not have created that bond. Thank you very much.
I wanted to wish ICPAR a happy 15th anniversary. What I'm looking forward to do after the qualification is to use the knowledge and skills I've acquired to make the impact within the economy. As we know, Rwanda is becoming a financial hub and there will be need for professional accountants. Therefore, the qualification will help me provide the relevant services which will bring the impact I'm seeking to make. I will also apply for the membership as it comes with various benefits which will help me in my professional journey. I will also encourage my fellow students and peers to apply for it as well, as it comes with various benefits both professionally and personally. Lastly, I would like the Institute to orient us to various employers who will enable us improve our skills and knowledge and also grow our careers. And lastly, provide proper follow-up to ensure that we are doing our job both professionally and ethically. Thank you very much.
I am Isabelle Isingizwe and I want to wish ICPAR happy 15th anniversary. About the motivation to join ICPAR, it was from my fellow student who did it before. And again, I was motivated by my will to improve my skills and knowledge in my related field. Again, I was inspired by the opportunities given by the university to sponsor students who did their best in their academic courses. My journey is good so far, as I have passed all the papers I have taken, and I am confident to qualify soon. About the challenges I've seen, some students are still struggling with paying their courses, and I'm encouraging them to work hard so that they can grab opportunities that are offered by various institutions. Lastly, I'm recommending my fellow students who want to join and young people who are dreaming to become professional accountants that they are all welcome in ICPAR because it is very beneficial both in terms of knowledge and professionalism. Thank you.